going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Got it behind the line. It's Benson.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was
open runway ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the PAT makes it 7-0. To a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cardinals offense will get the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Going to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Bringing the heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Back to throw, it's Shuck. Unloads to the wideout. It's gone. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? And the Cardinals brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. He wants to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Now on third down for this offense. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, up and.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They keep attacking through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 30. Touchdown, no! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to throw, it's Shuck. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of time in the pocket, down the middle it goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll leave it with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Louisville.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida State 21, Louisville 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. They're going to get him for a safety, tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
The return is tackled down at the 29, and the Florida State offense will take over.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this off.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making the situation a lot more manageable.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll try the outside to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively, it's a really tough area, right? When you're in the black zone, you're backed up inside your own 20. In this case, even further back towards the end zone. I'm just trying to create space for my quarterback. If I drop back and pass, and I get sacked, it's a safety.
Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Knowles! And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Makes the score. Florida State, 37. Louisville, 14.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they'll try to tack on two. Scanning the field, it's shut. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And the free safety roaming in the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get wrapped. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Stands in and takes the hit. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hope. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
Hey, that's a live ball. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Lucas. Touchdown, Florida State. What a grab and go for the score. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's loose. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he got loose, it was all over. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Hope. Makes his connection.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man quickly. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Noles are marching down the field. Try to get it to the edge. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Rams him with the stiff arm. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Oh, he missed it. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. The expressway is wide open. The 20. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Feeling some heat, fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
It was a golden opportunity on that 2-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Douglas. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And it's up and no good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Shuck. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. Running toward the tape. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Got a man. It's Lucas. Afterburner's coming. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the... Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense...